Fellow Drops fans, double drop today. We've got a Gesha from JBC and Wilton Benitez. Let's get into it. Hello fellow Drops fans, fellow fans, and coffee lovers everywhere. My name is Haley. I am your local resident Q grader and your brew guide, coming at you live from Fellows HQ in San Francisco. Here to talk to you about a double drop, right? Like a second drop in the week today. Super special selection. It's a Gesha from Wilton Benitez, from JBC Coffees and Wilton Benitez producer. Before I get into why it's so extra cool and why you're gonna wanna grab it before it's gone, let me get into how I am brewing it. So I'm using 23 grams in to 350 grams out. I'm brewing at 203 degrees Fahrenheit, so a little bit lower than my kind of standard 205 where I always start. I ground at a 6.2 on Oud with SSP burrs, calibrated to 5 clicks off chirp, which is about a 5.2 on Oud Gen 2, and all other grind setting conversions can be found on our blog post, which is linked in the description of this video. So it's going to be a quicker drawdown time, right? Total brew time totally varies based on a lot of factors, but my brews out here in San Francisco on these settings are coming out to be like 2 minutes 45 seconds to 3 minutes. So probably anywhere between 2 minutes 45 to 3:15 is the range we're shooting for. You noticed that well, maybe you didn't notice that I broke bloom. Hold on, let me back up. I bloomed at 50 grams, broke bloom at 35 seconds, poured up to 150 grams, agitated with 5 gentle swirls. You can go 5 to 10. Then I poured up to 250 grams, and now I'm gonna go up to 350 grams. And once the water level drains about halfway on this last pour, I'm gonna do 5 gentle swirls on that one as well. Don't wanna go too agitation heavy with this processed coffee, but do wanna add just a little bit of agitation to make sure everything is soaking evenly. Before I get into why the coffee's so cool, I am going to grab the dripper and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make sure everything's soaking evenly, and now I can be confident that everything's gonna draw down how I want it to. So, as I said, this coffee is a Gesha variety from producer Wilton Benitez. Wilton is famed for his experimentation and innovation in processing, in coffee processing. He is a chemical engineer turned coffee grower and producer. So cool to see that crossover, and like really Wilton is industry leading in innovation, and just the quality that comes out of his coffees is undeniable and it's delicious. So we really think that you'll love this Gesha. It's a super complex Gesha. I'm getting a lot of like tropical fruit and like key lime and the acidity. I'm also getting a lot of like red tea, and then also specifically passion fruit. And then when it cools, some like jasmine florals, a little bit of like pleasant herbiness, like herbaceousness is coming through in like a really, really nice way. And that like tropical fruit complexity is just throughout the flavor experience. It's just got a really, really amazing structure. It's tasty, y'all, really. Did I mention it was a Gesha? I think I did. You get it. As always, it is easy to order from Fellow Drops, even if we're not dropping on a Tuesday and we are dropping on a Thursday like we are today. All you have to do is text us back the number of bags of this wonderful Gesha that you want, 1, 2, 5, however many, and we will send you coffee. If you don't want coffee this week, don't text us back. We won't charge you or send you unnecessary coffee. We'll just text you next week with a delicious curated selection brought to you by the Fellow Tasting Panel to you. As always, I have been and will continue to be Haley, your local resident Q grader and brew guide. Thanks so much for joining me this week on this brew guide video, and I will see you next week on the next brew guide video. See ya.